Well, police have justified the operation late last night where they raided Nakasero mosque here in Kampala and the adjacent offices as part of their ongoing investigation. The police, Kampala Metropolitan spokesperson Emilian Kaima said that they did round up a few, magazines, rounds of ammunition, pangas, and so much more. We seek to talk about that. It's Newsnight.
Newsnight is brought to you by Bank of Africa Mobile Wallet.
Joining me on Newsnight, I have the Imam of Mawanga Mosque, Imam Kasozi. Good evening and welcome to Newsnight.
Good evening, Flavia.
Yes, this raid on Nakasero, many have been talking, but this is an honor to actually have a leader in the Muslim community to talk to us about your first reactions and your thoughts on this raid.
It did not surprise me because some events here that police and other security entities do no longer surprise me, because the majority of them are done in a manner that is really unprofessional. So
is the way it was done what didn't surprise you?
No.
Or the actual...
If they didn't do it that way, that's when I would have been surprised. I am not surprised. Having lived here for I think since 1996, similar situations and scenarios have happened. The only scare now that probably there are shootings of people, that's when people get scared. When I'm walking, when I meet my colleagues, my friends, my former students, those I have taught, those who taught me, they ask me, what about you? Fortunately, I'm not scared, me as a person.
So because the idea would be that the leaders, it's sort of like pointing fingers, as they say, there's a hit list out there.
No, pointing fingers is an excuse. It is like an excuse who is killing. They have also pointed fingers. Government says it is ADF.
What do you say?
Some Muslims say our own brothers. Others say others are arresting us. I say it's the responsibility of government and police to do this work. But if they are doing the work the way they have invaded this mosque, that's why the community calls it invasion. Kaima says we condoned it off, and I heard him say in English that twabasazeko. You see? Then they had all the options to come during the day and do this. Two, did they, if it was searching, is there any search warrant? The evidence he's talking about, can any court of justice, court of law, what's the name, accept his evidence? Three, you are partners. The media, they call it the fourth estate. They are partners in such issues. They should help respond. Where was the media? And they are talking about 3 magazines, knives, pangas,
yes.
Live ammunition. None has been seen yet. Okay? But supposing somebody says they came with them. 2, amongst the leaders of Nakasero Mosque, who was present? Remember, you know the Nakasero Mosque committee, ever since it changed hands from the hands of Sheikh Kaketo to the tabligh that is there today.
Yes, the tabligh sect.
Some members are. Haji Chigongo is a member of that committee. General Kaihura is a member of that committee. Felix Kawes is a member of that committee.
What should that do then? For
they should, them as, and I have not heard any announcement that they resigned or they have been suspended. This committee has an imam.
Are you calling that a conflict of interest?
Absolutely, I would call it so. But what I want to say, you see, when I'm teaching my students, and because I have known everywhere there is a mall, I have said they are using intelligence officers who are not intelligent. I thought the police would be polite. The police has also lost the politeness in the police. They have lost the intelligence in the police. And what they are doing are acts that contravene the rules of this country, the laws of this country, the constitution of this country. And therefore, it is very hard to say what is happening. It reminds me.
Imam Kasozi, I'm inclined to say that let's try and see both sides of this. The police should acts upon information they're given
Yes.
and what they have in the jurisdiction. They don't have to tell us everything before they do anything. But aren't we looking at Nakasero and saying, this mosque, I mean, what warranted them for them to act in such a manner? You know, do we believe that there might have been information that they have to act in such a manner? Is there anything that perhaps could justify that?
According to the information I have,
yes,
they condoned off not only the mosque, okay, starting from ShopRite,
adjacent
Clock
shops
Tower,
and adjacent areas,
Entebbe Road, this Kampala Road, Entebbe Road, Junction, Radio 1, Radio Uganda, all the, sorry, Bank of Uganda, all that area was condoned off. They had the capacity to do it and then wait for daylight and then enter into. Now, the people in Nakasero are saying, you broke into our offices. And they are even saying they took $4,800. They took $6 million, that was in Nigerian forces, $2 million in other. Now, we don't know.
Allegedly.
We don't know. Also, the police is allegedly saying they found what? They found
ammunition and the pangas.
But I want to say this, and it reminds me, as I was younger, it reminds me of a story that I read when I was a student of literature in 1979 in a play written by Francis Imbuga.
Quickly, please.
Okay?
Yes.
When he said that when the madness of an entire nation disturbs the solitary mind, it is not enough to say that a man is mad. Certain events that are going to occur, many Ugandans are focusing on Muslim clerics, Muslims. They don't know that somebody may be preparing ground to harass everybody else. Two,
is that just a thought you're having?
Yes.
Imam?
Two, yes, absolutely. Two, the fortunate thing that, the unfortunate part that is this country is that President Museveni is not being helped by the people surrounding him. Instead of helping him, advising him, they fear him. They don't respect him. They just fear him. And because they are working out of fear, they are leading him and his government to commit mistakes that no sane mind will ever believe. So what I want to say is that rebels, okay? These Muslims are not the first to be rebels. Actually, President Museveni educated the Muslims to be rebels when he first recruited the foreign sheikhs into rebelhood. The late Sheikh Abdu Kadir Muwaya, Moses Chigogo, the late
Imam Kasozi, we are focusing on what is happening now. And I mean, the investigations
it has a history.
Arrests, yes.
What is happening has a history. And the moment we cut off history...
But we need a solution more than the history.
No, a solution, if you don't know the problem, you cannot have a solution.
So we know the problem.
You don't know.
What is the problem?
Because if we knew the problem, the first shooting occurred on the 12th of April 2012. Okay? 5 years down the road, no report. And the subsequent ones that have happened.
The many killings that have happened.
Yes. We have.
So are you not satisfied with the investigations that have happened, the arrests that have happened, the ongoing court dealings? Are you not satisfied with that?
I cannot be satisfied when I don't have concrete evidence that comes out of a technical team that has done good work. It therefore gives me opportunity to look at things the way I look. I am fortunate that I'm a student of criminology. I studied criminology as a student in the 80s. And I know how things go about.
You know the process
and my professors who taught me, great brains of this country, the late Abraham Kiapi, the late Mwina Mshanga.
Perhaps, Imam Kasozi, you can use that knowledge
these
to
people
help
helped me
yes.
to understand things. And I tell people I did not go through school. I went to school.
Okay.
Many people go through school. I went to school.
Imam
and
Kasozi,
because I went to school,
for time, so
and because I went to school, that's why I cannot believe in what they are saying until they prove it beyond
with
doubt.
results. Imam Kasozi, thank you so much for your thoughts, and I think we've been great students of yours right now. That is it for Newsnight.
Thank you.